Welcome back, race fans, here to season number 8 at IWCR Gen 6 Series. This will be a great race here tonight. Daytona, their season opener for 100 laps. They're going to be turning some of the highest speeds in all of iRacing right here. So close racing, draft is very important. So lots to keep an eye on for these guys. And it's going to be a tough night for them. They only have 50% fuel and no quick refixes. So they got to take care of their equipment the whole way. 50% fuel, going to mean a lot of pit stops. Well, thanks for tuning in here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate it. And we're back here for season number 8. So looking forward to the full season here. And last but not least, before I forget, folks, everyone out here will be in a Jeff Gordon paint scheme honoring him for his retirement this year from NASCAR. A lot of Jeff Gordon fans that are out there. You'll see a lot of different paint schemes out here, some old, some newer, some in between. So look for your favorite paint scheme. Pick it out. right, folks, 30 seconds away from qualifying. Well, I take that back. They have already done their qualifying. That's what last week was. My bad. Last week they ran the duels, the two 30-lap shootouts there to set the field for tonight. So, well, in just a minute here, we'll get to see where everybody is going to line up. Right now, they're just practicing. So, and been practicing for an hour. And that's about to come to a close, and we're going to get down here just a minute and see where everybody lines up. sorry. I guess I had my mic muted. Whoops. I would swear I'm a rookie at this or something. I apologize for that. Thomas Keene in second. Dalton England third place. As they come around here, Michael Libby will lead the fifth lap of the race. I have been known to make mistakes like that before. It's a rookie mistake on my part, and I apologize all over myself about that. I'm sorry there, Denise. Roger Wagner still hanging on to fourth place. And just remember, folks, 50% fuel is all they have. One quick refix. They make a mistake. They got that. I'm sorry, no fixes. I'm all over this. I'm all messed up tonight. I apologize. Usually I got my co-commentator in the booth to remind me of these things, and he's not here tonight. Well, I'll be looking for a new one. He helped me for last season and said that he was going to be taking a break this season, so I'll be looking for a new commentator in the booth with me this season. All right, Nathan Sedlick, fifth place. Let's go even further back in the field. Tony DeGennaro, well off of the pace back here, 29th place. Evan Schroeder takes up the tail end of that group back over here, but he is working with Jordan Churchill. Them two working together. They're about 7 seconds behind the lead pack. The last one in that lead pack is Steven Pearson. Mr. B there at the end. Had a rough week last week in the... He had a pretty rough week last week in the duels and did not finish well, so he's starting back in the field here a ways, but now he is in 26th place. Got a lot of ground to make up. We've still got cars up here battling side by side. John Batista up on the high side. Andrew Ward underneath him. Brandon Kreutz now picking up Andrew Ward. Looks like those two are going to get hooked up together. Thomas Brander and Eric Lambert working together. Those two are teammates. And nothing really changed up front. Everybody knows the tail. Travis Brown running in 7th. Right behind him, Zachary Miller, no stranger to victory lane. Zachary knows how to get there. He knows all the turns to make to get to victory lane. It looks like the number 73 there, Sean Medling, stuck up on the high side. Nobody working with him at the moment. Roger Wagner takes over 3rd. I think we may have had a slip there by Dalton England. Now Roger Wagner pulls his teammate Nathan Sedlick up with him. Those two on the RPM team. Yeah, it is Friday night. I don't drink, but yeah, it is Friday night. It's been a long week for me. I apologize again. My bad. Michael Libby still out front. That makes lap number 11 he's led. And as I said, nothing's really changed as far as anybody. Just a couple of changes here where Roger Wagner got into 3rd around Dalton England. Dalton goes back to the 5th place. Let's go back here. Daniel Smallwood. Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood probably in chat watching. They're always watching Daniel race. He's back here in 9th place. He did pick up 1 or 2 spots since the start of the race. Ross Cato in 10th, rounding out the top 10. And we got Sean Medling, Kevin Spalding. Kevin actually messaged me before the race and said he posted this on the NASCAR on Fox. NASCAR on Fox, I think it is. Facebook page. I went and looked at it. Pretty cool. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that very much. That should get the name out there for you guys. What a lot of cars dicing around here. Kevin's going to go back to 14th behind Randall Drake. Yeah, trying to get the viewership up. We're going to possibly be looking at seeing if we can't get this up on the iRacing portal, folks. They usually don't have much on late night Friday night, so and they're always looking for something to happen there on late night. So we may be able to make that happen here. I'll have to get a hold of my buddy and see if we can make that happen. Daniel Smallwood goes into 8th place. They get around Travis Brown. Travis way up the hill here. Almost into the wall. Not sure exactly what's going on with Travis's car. He's going to go back to 12th place now. Randall Drake coming up on him. And he may be trying to see if he can get around him as well. And it looks like Travis does have a pretty good amount of damage on that right front corner. So he has been into the wall, folks. Randall Drake looking for a little help here to try to get by Travis maybe. I'm not sure if he's just going to hook up with him, maybe ride behind him, not sure. Back up front, Michael Leiby still continuing to lead. Been out there for 15 laps, folks. And I would say we're only about 5 laps maybe from seeing first pit stops. They usually go 20, 20, 20, 20. But let's see what they do here. I'm sure that's probably what they're going to do again tonight. Can make it about 20 laps on a tank of fuel. Am I a little too loud? Tell me now so I can adjust my mic. I got a brand new mic. This is a pro broadcasting mic. So I just don't, I want to make sure I'm not too loud. I don't want to drown out the cars, but I don't want the cars to drown me out either. Ever since I do give you the up-to-date minute by minute what's going on, well, Roger Wagner gets around Thomas Keene and goes into 2nd, so he's looking to try to get to the lead now. Oh, a little drift up the hill. Don't open that door up, Roger, because Thomas Keene will stick his nose in there and take it from you. Zachary Miller working the field over here he goes into 7th place. We've got several cars here that are about to go a lap down. We've got Galen Gidman back here, Charles Grant Jr., John Verga, Jeff Figlin, and Tony DeGennaro. These guys really not that far from going a lap down, folks. Let's take a look back and see the rest of the field. You can see the leaders coming up behind them. They're not that far behind them. They have constantly been dropping. They were about 30 seconds behind the field. Now they're 41.5 seconds behind the field. So, very good. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Thank you there, IC Racing. All right, let's get back up here and see what's going on with the rest of the field. Michael Libby still in the lead. Roger Wagner in behind him. Roger wants to get out there and taste that lead. Cars act a whole lot different out there on in the clean air. I do know that. Roger ducks out to get a little air, trying to pull somebody with him, and somebody's coming to pit road. Yes, we are seeing leaders come to the pit road. We've got a couple. Michael Libby and Dalton England coming to pit road. The first ones to peel off and come down pit road. Well, I give the lead to Roger Wagner, so he will collect a bonus point. I don't know if we'll see any tire. It looks like right side tires going on. I would say that's probably... No, they're going to do a 4-tire change. Holy smokes. All right. And they're away. 4-tire change for Michael Libby and Dalton England. Roger Wagner coming around here. Those guys are going to have to get... Well, all right. They're coming to pit road now. That's going to lead Thomas Keene out in the lead now. He will get the lead a lap. Very good. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Oh, we got a spinner. What happened there? The number 86. Somebody spun it down off of pit road there. Anyhow, these guys, Roger Wagner and these guys, all off pit road now. All right, coming around here. Let's see if Thomas Keene breaks off. Yes, he will break off and make his pit stop. Bringing Zachary Miller, Daniel Smallwood, and Ross Cato along with him. When this cycles around, Nathan Sedlick is going to be our leader. These guys all coming off pit road, but I'm not sure if they're going to have enough. Looks like they're going to have enough speed build up. Maybe. I don't know. This pack behind him, Michael Libby bringing this pack again. And they've got a heck of a run on Thomas Keene and those guys up in the front. Oh, very cool. Yeah, there they go. They're going by Ross Cato. As they've got a heck of a run here. But it looks like Thomas Keene is going to manage to stay out there. Maybe. I don't know. These guys got a heck of a run. They're going around the outside. And Michael Libby's going to retake the lead from Thomas Keene. As they cycle around. Wow, what a job by them two. Him and Dalton England hooked up together. They are teammates. But I will say this, 2 cars aren't as fast as 4 or 5. I do know that. And we've already got quite a few people a lap down now. Jeff Figlin, Stephen Pearson, Tony DeGennaro, Mike Vining. These guys all a lap down already. John Verga and Jordan Churchill all a lap down. Wow. Not good. Well, as pit stops are done, it looks like Roger Wagner, which was in second, he had a very bad pit stop or something there because he's now back in 9th place. He hooks up with Thomas Brandner. They are teammates, all from RPM. RPM, probably one of the biggest teams in IWCR, and they have a lot of drivers in there. I couldn't even tell you all of them. But anyhow, back up front here, Michael Libby, Dalton England, Thomas Keene, Daniel Smallwood in 4th, Zach Miller 5th, Nathan Sedlick in 6th. That's a little ways back to Thomas Brandner and Roger Wagner. Jeff Porter falling in with them. Sean Medling not far behind, starting to sniff the draft off of Jeff Porter. Should pull him up to him. Ross Cato kind of loses the draft a little bit. He goes back to 11th now. And that makes lap number 21 that Michael Libby has led. The only other leader, we've had a couple other leaders. Thomas Keene led a couple laps. Roger Wagner led a lap. And that's been the only other leader. Been caution free the whole way, folks. 3 lead changes. 24 laps. We'll make that 25 laps in the books. These guys all start getting caught up. Nathan Sudlick, the last one in that pack right there of 6. They've kind of broken away from 7th place, Thomas Brandner. They're a couple of seconds behind that lead pack. Him and Roger Wagner working together. I believe they're making a little bit of ground on them. They are. They're cutting that down. They're down to 2.2 seconds. They're trying to get it going. I don't like that camera. I don't like that camera. Jeff Porter, Sean Medling hook up. Ross Cato even falls further back. He's back 4.7 seconds and dropping. Now he's going to use the lap car there of the number 86, which spun coming off a pit road or something there. I did not catch exactly what happened, but that was Jordan Churchill. And that put him a couple of laps down now to the leaders just because of that mistake on pit road. And he does have quite a bit of damage on his car too, so that's really unfortunate for him. Not his day to be in victory lane, folks. All right, let's go back here to Thomas Brander, see if they're just hanging right now at about 2.3 second mark. They could really use the 3rd or 4th car in there to help them get up there to that lead pack. Now, all the time that they've gained, they've lost, and it looks like because Roger might have got a little bit warm there and had to leave that little cushion of air in between them to get cooled off. I think they are, well, I think they are on the watch tab, but the thing of it is it was put in as a tournament because last week they did the duels and that set the field, so they had to put this in as a tournament. So I'm not sure if you can watch a tournament under the watch tab. I don't know how that works, Carrie. But yeah, that would have been great, man. That would have been awesome to have you in the booth with me. Maybe next week, if you're not doing nothing, if you're free, man, that would be great. Well, they come up on a couple more lap cars here. I believe, let me see if I can find out who that is. That would be Charles Grant Jr. and Galen Gidman. But they're just staying ahead of the leader at the moment here. The leader actually using them to draft. But they're about to go a lap down. If they falter any and that lead pack gets by them, they will be joining the rest of those guys that are a lap down. DeAndre Artis, one I've been kind of keeping an eye on. Haven't seen DeAndre in quite some time. Good to see him out here racing. That's awesome. Michael Lpas still in the lead. Been out there for 27 laps. Maybe trying to get the most laps led tonight. Be great to come out of here the season opener with a win under your belt. Kind of gives you a little boost there for the rest of the season. Try to get out there and do maybe win some more. Still hanging on to the back of Charles Grant Jr. and Galen Goodman. Those two fighting to stay on the lead lap right now. They are back in 24th and 25th, but they're borderline to going a lap down, folks. Libby leading his teammate Dalton England. Keene, Smallwood right there. Roger Wagner and them have joined in. They have reeled them up and caught up to them and joined in with that group. And now there's 8 of them in that group, folks. 8 cars in that lead pack. And it's a long way back to 9th place. Sean Medling, he is 8 seconds behind the leader, folks. He is pulling another pack of quite a few cars in this pack. Gosh, they're all the way back to Randall Drake in that pack. I take that back. Andrew Ward. Andrew Ward's right there, but he's about to lose a draft from Randall Drake. He's about 0.6 of a second off. And he's about to lose a draft, I think. If he could just get a little whiff of that draft, he could be right up there with them boys. Then it's quite a way back to, up into the wall. Is that going to bring out a caution? No caution. Travis Brown going around. It looks like he pulled the plug, folks. I think he Alt F4'd it or something, or whatever that is that you guys do. You just, before you hit the wall, you just pull the plug. Man, unfortunate there. Yeah, Kerry, if you feel like you might want to do that next Friday night, let me know and I'll get you hooked up with TeamSpeak and all that, and I'll let Randall know he can accept you into the league. That way you can get in and help me out. I just do it on Friday nights. Well, the one that's been pulling that group around right there is Charles Grant Jr. and Galen Goodman pulling the lead pack around. Like I said, they're about to go a lap down, or they've been staying right there. They're trying to keep from going a lap down. I think they're hoping for a caution to get back into it here, but we've been caution-free for 36 laps, folks. Coming to 37. We had a close call there just a little bit ago as Travis Brown nearly took out a couple of drivers. But were you able to find it in the watch tab? I would say you could click on me and join, but I don't know. They haven't got that fixed yet. Down the back stretch. Michael Libby still in command. His partner and teammate Dalton England in second. Thomas Keene third. Daniel Smallwood fourth place. Zachary Miller, like I said earlier, no stranger to victory lane, wants to get up there. Thomas Brandner won a lot of races last season and was the champion, last season's champion. Yeah, you probably can't join because it's a tournament thing. Now next week it'll actually be in the league sessions. If you're still up after this race, Carrie, pop over to my TeamSpeak and I'll get you hooked up. You can apply to the league anyhow, get that out of the way, and then I'll just have Randall accept you and tell him you're going to help me in the booth if you want to, and that'd be great. Scott was helping me, but he's decided to fulfill that agreement him and I had, and he's not going to be helping me anymore on Friday nights, just on Monday nights and Thursday nights. It's always good to have him in the booth. All right, let's go back in the field here a little way there. Further, Roger Sievert in 12th place. It's the league's called Under the Lights. Just look up Under the Lights in the league directory and just apply. Josh Witherspoon, 14th. Andrew Ward back here all by himself. Nobody hooked up with him. He's going to start dropping pretty quick here if he's not careful. Right now he just seems to be hanging on to about 17.5 seconds. Brandon Kreutz leading a small pack of cars here with Eric Lambert, John Batista. Oh, Brandon Kreutz coming to pit road. And he'll stop in his pit stall. It's about that time that we're going to start seeing these guys come to pit road. It's at the 40-lap mark here, folks. Right now it doesn't look like, well, yeah, I take that back. As I said that, Michael Libby and all these guys peel off and come to pit road. Michael Libby and his partner, Dalton England. Oh, these guys put on some great races. You won't be disappointed by the racing here, I can assure you. This is some awesome racing. They were in these Gen 6 cars at a lot of tracks that you would think would be really, really tough, and they make it look so easy. Well, Thomas Keene is our leader now. And I'm sure we'll see him peel off here in just a minute, and he'll come to pit road. And I believe they are. Yes, they are coming to pit road. No, he is still out there. I'm sorry, my bad. Him and Daniel Smallwood and Zach Miller decide to stay out for one more lap, but I assure you they're going to come to pit road this time. They're going to have to. They're at that window. They must. Roger Wagner, Nathan Sedlick, all these guys on pit road. And here they come, down pit road. The leaders on pit road. It looks like a 4-tire change for Thomas Keene. And they're away. Well, the closest ones to them is Thomas Brandner and them, which they're coming around here pretty quick. And Thomas Brandner is probably going to take the lead right here. He's going to get by them, all them guys. But he is all by himself. And we do have a caution. Oh, I didn't see the caution. My bad. Let's see if we can figure out where that caution is, folks. Okay, I'm not finding it. Okay, let me see if I try this one more time. I don't know what brought the caution out there. It takes me to Daniel Smallwood, but that's kind of weird. Because right about that time is when the caution come out. So I don't know exactly what happened. Well, that's good news for Thomas Brander anyhow, because now he is going to be the leader. He will be the leader waiting on the pace car here, him and Nathan Sedlick. And they've yet to come to pit road, so that'll give them time to come to pit road. We've had a couple of retirees. Tony DeGennaro, let's see. Tony DeGennaro, Travis Brown, DeAndre Artis, John Verga have retired from the race, so that's unfortunate for them. We've got a few cars on pit road, so let me see if I can get... I don't want to talk to Thomas right now because he's going to have to come to pit road. But let me see if I can get a word in with... I want to talk to Zachary Miller. He's already been to pit road. Let me see if I can find him, and we'll see if we can't get a word in with him. Zachary Miller. There he is. Zach Miller, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, it looks like you're sitting in a pretty good position right now. How's the racing been for you?
This is a garbage setup, man. I pray that you never have to drive this thing, man.
Really?
Right now we have some weird fiasco going on with the pace car, so everything's kind of screwed right now. But dude, this has been a weird night so far.
Well, yeah, I noticed when I tried to go to the caution, I couldn't find a caution. I don't.
Yeah.
That's weird.
We were leading, and we had a bunch of cars pass us on our caution, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. But as far as the race has been, this setup's been terrible.
Well, Zachary, I was telling everybody you're no stranger to Victory Lane. Do you think you can get there one more time? I know you know all the turns to get to Victory Lane.
If we can figure out this pace car situation first, and then try not to slap the wall coming out of the corner, maybe. But I don't know. This has been a really. It's not pleasant driving this thing. I'll just say that.
Oh man, I don't know what room you were in. Who was you in with? Daniel Smallwood?
Checkers or Records.
Okay. Well, good luck out there, Zach, and I'm going to be watching because I want to see you get to Victory Lane there. That'd be really great to see you, set the season on fire with a first win right out of the gate. So good luck.
Thank you very much, man.
Well, I don't know what's going on here, folks. They're having some issues here with the pace car or something. They'll get it figured out, hopefully. They'll get it figured out. Well, Daytona, folks, this is where it all happens right here. This is the godfather of racing right here. This is where it all began. Daytona Beach, Florida. This is the awesome place, man. I'll tell you, I wish I could get there. I think it'd be great. They say you can't even hardly stand up in the turns. The banking is so steep. I think it's like 33 degrees or 32 degrees or something like that. I mean, wow, that's unbelievable. Beautiful lake in the middle of the track. Lots of campgrounds around it and stuff. And, oh, man, it'd be beautiful. Well, I'm still kind of curious as to if Brander is going to come to pit road or not, because I do know he's going to have to pit. That's some weird things going on here. Hopefully they're going to get it figured out. What's up, Raj?
What are you doing, my friend?
Oh, well, nothing. What happened?
Horrible setup. Was really tight, and when I went to accelerate to head down the backstretch, the car took off a little bit, and it caught that transition right at those two yellow lines, and I was doing everything I could to save it. Those two guys were just closing too fast for me to get out of the way.
Oh, my.
Just a product of a bad setup, honestly.
So that's going to end your night?
Oh, yeah, the car's trash.
Oh, man.
It happens.
Well,
It happens. I feel bad for Livy and those guys. I mean, wrecks happen in racing. It's just stuff that happens.
Dang. Well, I know there's a lot of issues going on out there right now. Something with the pace car or something. I don't know what was going on there. I couldn't even find where the wreck was.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, but we got a pretty good race on here, really. I mean,
yeah.
You don't count how bad the setup's making the cars handle.
Yeah, about 44 laps, caution-free. That's pretty awesome. Well, they're getting ready to take the green here, Roger. Are you going to help me or what?
Oh, yeah, I'll sit here for the rest of the evening. I got nothing better to do.
Well, there you go. All right, pace car's in. Hey, green, green, green. I thought Brander had to pit, but I don't know. I must have missed something.
We were coming out when the question happened.
Okay.
Him, Sedlick, myself, several of these guys were coming out right there. Well, this puts things in a weird spot because everybody's bunched back up. We haven't had that for a lot of laps now, so with these tight setups, these on the inside really have to mind their P's and Q's. 3 wide at the lead.
Yes, sir. Sean meddling up there. Look at that. Oh, wow.
I think Dalton England forced that down the middle for 3 wide right there, taking a pretty big chance, really.
Yeah, and
looks like it's going to shake out for him, though.
Man, that was intense. Brander does hold on to the lead temporarily here. Nathan Sedlick right behind him. Dalton England now ducks in behind. I mean, like, he needed a shoehorn to get in there, but he made it.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those moves tonight where it was too close to call, but they made it work, so.
Yeah, the 38 now, Jeff Figlin is a lap down, but he is right in behind Dalton England right now.
Trying to get a single file here about the front 8 there, Rudy, but it's too wide behind that still.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking back here. It looks like around Daniel Smallwood, let's see, Andrew Ward in that group. Yeah, these guys are still too wide back here. A lot of lap cars in there, but a lot of people lap down. I'm not sure exactly how they all got a lap down, but whether it was bad pit stops or what happened, but man,
a couple of them got penalties that I know of, Rudy, and then there was 2 different pit strategies going on. Some of us made it 21 laps, while other guys were only going to make it 20, and so we had 2 different sets of pit cycles going. That's why we didn't have that mass exodus at lap 20 to hit pit road and have a giant pile up there, is because half the guys went, and then the next lap the other half went, and it put us on opposite strategies. So it actually ended up working out really good for everybody because it broke field up. So,
Yep.
Looking back through here pretty quick, 17th place car. Crumry is the last lead lap car.
Yes. Yes, 17th place. And he's just kind of in cruise mode right now. He's it's like he doesn't want to get up there and hook up with them guys because I think what he's seeing up in front of him, he's not liking right now.
You got Galen Gidman and I believe that's John Batista up there trying to go around the outside. They're taking a look on Brandon Kreutz. Or the tires get warm and get too much air in them, they got to make that outside work if they can.
Yeah. Well, they were actually pretty lucky right there because they were a lap down just a few laps ago, so they got a big break there.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that Galen's got a bunch of left front damage on his car.
Yep, he sure does. Yeah, he's probably been into something there. I don't know. Maybe it was a pit road accident or something. There's just so much going on out there. Been hard for me to cover. My co-commentator actually fulfilled his agreement with me. He was going to help me to help pay for his races. Okay, so he fulfilled that and said that he didn't want to do Friday nights anymore. But I may have somebody join me next week. Kerry Woodward.
Not next week.
Oh, that's right.
The week after.
That's right. The week after. I'm sorry. You're off next week. Okay. Well, that's good because that'll give us give me a couple weeks there to get him, in the league. I told him to apply. He was in chat here a little while ago, and he said if he could have got in, he would have helped me tonight. But he couldn't find it, and I explained to him that it was actually under a tournament section.
Yeah, because of the qualifying format.
Right. Yep, from last week. So, well, Brandner out front now. Now it's been a while since we've, he did win last season. A great season for Thomas Brandner for season 7, being the champion, and here he is back up in the lead of things. And it didn't look like he was gonna.
Oh boy, Nathan Sedlick made a mistake, put his nose on the outside for some reason, and now he's going to get trapped up there.
Well, unless Thomas Keene can get up there with him.
Nope, he couldn't get it pulled down because that car just won't turn right there.
Yep, Keene is coming up with him, and I think that's going to push Nathan to the lead here.
Keene's going to go for the lead. He's going to go right for the lead.
Are you kidding me? Well,
that's part of racing.
It still worked out for him, though, because Nathan Sedlick is going to come up. Good, he said he's all signed up. And he has team speak already. Wow, very good. He's right on the ball. I'll tell you what, Kerry, he's a good guy. Be great to have him in the booth with me, helping me.
I was actually kind of looking forward to this 2-wide event we got going here, but we're getting in the middle of this run now, and I don't know if that's such a great place to be. On the outside there, because the car really hates turning in 3. It's good in 1. It just does not like to turn in turn 3 at all.
Is there a little wind out there that's bothering? No? Okay.
No. The setup is just extremely tight, and I honestly feel like we have a lot of sunlight in turn 3. This car just does not want to make that turn. And if you're sucking up on somebody coming up behind them, and you've got that little extra speed, you can almost not keep the car off the wall. It'll go from the bottom right up against the fence.
Well, Kerry, I was just informed, Roger said that they are off next week. So that's good. That'll give us a week to get everything ironed out, and so it'll be 2 weeks from tonight. 2 weeks from tonight, buddy. Well, Smallwood back here in 5th. Randall Drake now trying to get a move here on the inside, and we've got a challenge for the lead. Nathan Sedlick with a great run on the outside, working with Thomas Brandner, and Nathan leads that lap. And he's going to dump off Brandner. And those two are teammates.
Yeah, he just wanted to make sure he got out front, and Brandner wasn't going to clear anyway, so he He just went ahead and put himself out front. That's really kind of where you want to be. And now you can work the top line, try to pull him up, work the bottom line to try to keep those guys back in there.
Well,
somebody was almost in the fence off 4, and I missed that number. I want to say it's Charles Grant.
and our pole sitter out of the race. Michael Libby out of the race. Justin Warner out. So a few more guys are falling out. As Nathan Sedlick continues to lead, Brander now at third place. Keene looking to the inside of Sedlick. Sedlick going up there to pick up his teammate, Thomas Brander. He said, I led a lap. I did what I wanted to do. Now he's going back to pick up his teammate. RPM's on a roll, aren't they?
Yeah, they were all looking forward to this tonight to get together and team up and do a few things, but several of the cars a little damaged, a couple guys off the lead lap, so the team kind of has gotten split up. Right now it's up to Thomas and Nate to do a little magic, and Drake's right up there too, so we've got a few guys running. But
wow, man, them cars are awful wiggly coming off of turn 2. Ooh.
Cars are moving around everywhere, coming off all the corners.
I see that. Oh, up into the wall. Oh, and they get together. Man, oh man. Who is that in the Babe Ruth car?
I believe that is Mr. Figlin.
Oh, okay. Boy, he come down into Randall Drake there. He got into the wall and then come down into Randall Drake. It's like, whoa. It was a good thing Josh Witherspoon checked up right there. That could have been pretty bad.
I don't think he got completely checked up. He's got nose damage, and Drake has rear end damage, and that contact between Drake and Figlin was really kind of both of them moving.
Yeah.
Drake's car was pushing a little, and Figlin was pulling it down off the fence, so I know Mr. Figlin likes to side draft real close to people, so...
Yeah, I noticed that last week in the duels there. He was really getting a lot of side draft on you. A little too close there.
Yeah, there was a little so close to side drafting we traded some heat. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's racing. It's going to happen. It didn't affect anything. But tonight the setup is considerably different than it was last week. And the car isn't anywhere near the same. So guys are going to have to really, really be careful this week. If you want to side draft, especially in the corners, you got to expect to have some contact with some other guys. The guy on the inside isn't going to be able to keep the car stuck to the yellow line like we did last week.
Excuse me, Paul Crumride just coming off the pit road, making his pit stop. I think we're going to start seeing pit stops here probably in the next 3 to 5 laps. Because
we're going to see some right now.
There we go. I figured that was getting about that time.
Most of the RPM guys, it looks like, going to get in. I got one off in the grass here. I got Eric Drake, or not Eric Drake, wow. That's going to kill me for that. Eric Lambert off. Ooh, Eric Lambert off in the grass.
Yeah.
And he was coming in hot. Now, I won't be surprised. I want to watch the 24 car on this because he might have had a penalty.
Man, I'll tell you what, we are getting a lot of blinking going on. I wonder if there's something really freaky going on with this server tonight.
No, it's iRacing in general, sir.
Even the pace car was blinking. Wow, I never seen the pace car blink before. That was crazy. All right, back up front.
We should have other drivers getting ready to start coming in from the front of the pack now.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah, these guys were about a lap behind the rest of the field, so I'm kind of, I'm looking for Keene and England and these guys to all come to pit road this time, I think. If not this time, maybe one more lap.
Man, Dalton England waited along to try to get out to the side of that 93 car there of Brandon Crouch. That got really close to being a really big wreck. I don't know if he just didn't see him or if he was trying to pull a little extra draft getting down there. Here they come to pit road.
Yep. Wow, they were breaking it pretty hard right there. I don't know if Keene might have got a penalty on that or not.
Yeah, he got slowed down enough.
Well, Josh Witherspoon
Barely made it, but he did.
Josh Witherspoon, he will become our leader now, and he collects a bonus point for leading a lap. Good way to start out the season, getting a bonus point.
Yeah, I was hoping for a good bonus and a nice little, top 3, top 5 finish there, and hell, racing happens.
That's right, it happens.
All right, so now I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking up here at the 35 and the 99 car that Nathan Sedlick and Jeff Porter try to figure out where they're going to shake out in this thing. It looks like 10th and 11th with Galen Gibbon right there. This is all the guys that pitted just a minute ago.
Right.
Thomas Keene and that bunch are coming onto the back stretch, coming off of pit road, and all these guys are coming right up to them now. So that big group really isn't going to get split up very much here.
Right, and they're just waiting on these leaders to come to pit road. Nick Hunt's already on pit road, and now he's away. But Josh Witherspoon and Roger Sievert have not been to pit road yet, and I look for them to come here right directly.
Sievert's coming in right now.
Yep, so is Josh Witherspoon.
So is Witherspoon.
So that will give the lead. Right now, actually, Nick Hunt he is ahead of that pack, but with him just coming off pit road, he's not up to full speed, and it looks like Keene and Smallwood will take over the lead here once they come around. So waiting for Roger Sievert and Josh Witherspoon to come off of pit road as these guys are on the backstretch a long ways away. Josh Witherspoon is away, and now Roger Sievert's away. But here comes this pack with a full head of steam. I don't think they're going to be able to hold them back.
Now with everybody kind of through pit stops, Witherspoon and Sievert are going to end up back in their original positions back there, about 10th, 12th.
Exactly, yep.
Keene and that bunch. But they have about a 6-7 car breakaway right now, all the way back to Jeff Porter.
Yep.
And Galen Gidman, who was with Thomas Brandner a couple of laps ago when I looked at those two, has kind of gotten away from him. He's all by himself in the big gap there.
Yeah, but they're closing that gap up on him. He's going to wind up falling right into their clutches here, and depending on if they want to drag him along with them or if they're just going to just power by, it remains to be seen here because Thomas Brandner. Wow, what was that?
Touched that apron going through the tri-oval and had to save that car.
Holy smokes, did that ever cost him? That cost him almost a second of his time right there.
Yeah, you got to stay off that apron. That car does not like that, and this setup is a really bad recipe for touching the apron anywhere, believe me.
Man, that was close call right there. Him and Krutz working together. John Batista. John checked up because he seen what was going on there, and he said, I don't want no part of that. Well, his pit stops have all cycled out now. Let's run down through the field here real quick. Thomas Keene in the lead. Has led 14 laps. Started third tonight, running in the lead. Daniel Smallwood started 15th, running second. Dalton England started fourth, led a lap earlier, running in third. Zachary Miller started 13th, running in fourth. Nathan Sedlick started seventh, led a couple of laps, running in fifth. Jeff Porter started ninth, running in sixth, but he's all alone right here right now. He's kind of dropped off of the back of that lead pack. Galen Gidman started 32nd today, running in seventh. Getting a big break on that one caution. Thomas Brandner started 21st, led 10 laps, running in 8th. Brandon Krutz started 24th, running in 9th. And John Batista, rounding out the top 10 here, started 31st and running in 10th. Good run. This has been a heck of a show out here, I'll tell you that, Roger.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I mean, we've seen everybody get separated and then come back together, and so far, just the one caution.
Yeah, now that caution kind of threw off the pit stops a little bit, so they are going to have to stop one more time. And I don't know if it was me. I think I would take right side tires, top off the fuel, and I'd be out of there.
No, you will take 4 tires and fill it with fuel, or your car is going to be total trash.
Really? 4 tires?
We tried it in practice. We ran a full fuel run and tried it in practice, and the car was horrible.
I seen pretty much everybody's been taking 4 tires. I don't know.
We learned that in the practice session, that 2 tires was a no-no.
Yeah.
Major.
Interesting.
It's never been that way before. This setup is that bad. It's got about 8% wear on the right front more than any other tire on the car.
Oh, that's right. You guys are using the fixed setup. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and it's just the default one. It's not a developed setup. So.
Okay. Well, Smallwood second, Dalton England third, Zachary Miller
16 on the lead lap.
And Jeffrey Porter's going to start falling back into Galen Gidman's draft here. They're coming up behind him pretty fast, and he may wind up probably ducking in behind them and falling in behind. Let's see, that's the number 38 of Jeff Figlin, which is a lap down. They come up on him now. Jeff's going to try to stay ahead of him, but I don't know. They got a pretty good run. I guess he is going to manage to stay ahead of him.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know that he has really any damage. He just got a slight wrinkle on the right front corner. I don't know how much that affects his car, but heck, Galen's car is beat in on both sides, and he's able to be pretty effective in the draft.
Well, that front pack is broke away by 7 seconds over that second pack. And they're still losing time. Now they're 7.2 seconds.
Yeah, you got that many cars with any kind of damage. You're probably going to lose time unless your pack just happens to be bigger than theirs.
Yeah, I noticed Galen Gidman's got quite a bit of right front damage. Let me get down here a little closer and see if we can. Yeah, he's got a lot of right front damage on that car.
Got a lot of left front damage too, if my memory serves.
Yes, he does. Oh boy, I did not see that.
Looks like a Western modified.
Yep. The front end's narrower. You think it'd be more like a bullet going through the air, but don't work that way.
No, it's taller, and that just kind of makes it more like a parachute.
Yep. The hood all buckled up.
He's pushing a sail around out there.
Oh, yeah, I'm riding along in the cockpit view now, and oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, he might as well be dragging a couple cement blocks along behind him or something. Dang.
Yep. Let's see.
So they're really dropping. That front pack's just really pulling away. But Nathan Sedlick's hanging right on to that group, so that's good.
He's getting some help right now from Ross Cato in behind him, and that will help him a lot. When you've got a car in front of you and behind you, puts you in a pretty good spot. You can pull up on the guy in front of you once you come off the corners, and the guy behind you pushes you more through the corners, so it actually keeps you right in that little zone right there where you need to be. And Nate needs to run through his pit stops here, I think, 5-6 more laps, pit, and then run it to the end, and hopefully he's got a partner somewhere that can get to him, or he can pick somebody up that can help him ride out to the end.
Well, maybe Ross will stick with him. Ross is actually kind of almost starting to lose the draft there off of the back of him, but he really made a high swing coming out of turn 3 there, and or out of turn 4, excuse me, and that he even dropped a little further, I think. But he's starting to reel him back up now. There he is. Wow, he closed up on them quick.
Yeah, you can do that when you kind of got a car behind you and you're pulling on the car in front of you. It really helps. I noticed that in the first run. There we go. And we got, maybe we don't have a battle for the lead. I thought Smallwood was going to stick his nose inside the Keen right there, but he's just getting a little air and letting Thomas have a nice line on entry to the corner. It's really hard in turn 3. You so want to go out by the wall and arc that car in there, but if you do, somebody's going to stuff their nose down on the inside of you, and you're not going to be able to get down where you need to be, and that just makes the car even more tight when you can't go to the bottom.
Well, to the understanding, Daniel Smallwood left Checkers of Records.
I have not heard that.
Yeah, I found that out here a little while ago from Thomas Keene before the race.
Is he independent then now?
I think he's with Galen Gidman and him. In that pro thing, whatever.
Well, I hadn't heard that yet, so I didn't know. But I know at the end of the season that he was kind of shopping around a little bit, but I never did hear what happened.
Yeah, I guess he's. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. He went with Galen and all them. So.
I hadn't heard that. Well, Rudy, I promise you, in the next 2 to 3 laps, we're going to start seeing some of these guys at front pit.
Well, that caution did kind of throw things off a little bit. They could actually go another 15 laps, but do you think that they are going to, maybe they'd split the difference on that? Maybe go an extra like 5 laps or something, and then try to get fresh tires to finish the race out? Or, well, I don't know.
I think the thing you want to do is get in your window,
yeah,
and then do what no one else does.
I see.
That's how you get separation. You got to be good getting on and off pit road, hope they're not, and just do it when they don't do it to try to be different. You can kind of force people's hands if you're the guy that goes first, because they're out there on bad tires knowing that you're going to make up some time. If you got anybody with you the first couple laps on good tires, you're going to make up a bunch of time. I'm back here watching this second group, and wow, they are moving all over the place.
Yeah, they're just not hooking up, and I think that's why they're dropping so bad.
I just think every one of those cars has a little bit of damage in it. They just can't, be fast with anybody in the front. One of the cleanest cars is out in front of that. Figlin's in front of that group right now, and they're just not getting any time.
Yeah, and he's a lap down, first car lap down. If a caution would come out, he'd get his lap back and be right there, 17th place. So he's running a pretty good race. This time by is going to be 20 to go, so we're going to be seeing pit stops real quick here.
Trying to listen to some radio chatter and see when people are going to pit. There goes the 89 car. He was the last car on the lead lap.
Yeah, Anthony Ward. No, he's a lap down.
I see. Yeah, he just went a lap down. I see Eric Lambert coming out of the pits going around turn 2. The leaders are about to roll by him.
Yep. And he's back in 22nd place. He's got some damage on his truck or car. A truck. Yeah, that looks like a truck, Rudy.
Some of them might resemble trucks right now.
Yeah. Evan Schroeder on pit road. Mike Bining taking it behind the wall.
Got a little bit of damage on his car. I'm sure he just knew he couldn't make up any more spots, and he probably had enough.
Yeah, well, I guess driving if it's that bad to drive, man, it would give you one heck of a workout out there.
Comes Paul Crumry off pit road going around turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, he's back in 21st spot. Couple laps down now. Stephen Pearson running with this group, but he's a lap down. He catches up to the back end of Brandner and them. No, I'm sorry, that's not Brandner. What am I thinking here?
There goes Nate Sedlake.
And Cruz
by himself.
Oh,
off in the grass.
I'm trying to catch him here.
Yep, he went right through the entrance of the road and right off in the grass.
He couldn't get anybody to
hurt him.
Couldn't get anybody to team up with him.
It doesn't look like it.
Man, well, right now he's still hanging on to 7th place, but he's going to lose that.
Yeah, he's going to lose quite a bit. Imagine he'll probably fall in somewhere around 8th, 10th when he actually comes out.
Well, actually, you know what? He might hang on to 7th here because, no, you're right. You're right, because Brandon Kreutz and Randall, well, no.
Leaders are heading for pit road. I swear I just saw somebody. Yeah, it was the 90 car. Ross Cato went way out in the grass.
Well, let's see what they do here on pit road. Right side's going on Keene's car and Smallwood. And left side. So 4 tire change for all these guys. And they're away.
I bet my boys are wondering where I'm at because they actually got my car fixed up pretty good, looking like it's sitting on pit road right there.
I was just looking.
Nobody get in the window.
I was looking at that.
That's all right. I ain't mad at them. They did a good job. Now they can go put it in the trailer.
There you go.
At least we can get it home in one piece.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to gain any positions out there by going back out.
I could gain 1. That would be it.
Yep, you might be able to get by Michael Libby in a few laps, but that would be about it. Yep.
Yeah, about 4 laps I could get him, but that's not going to be enough to do anything for me. So just leave her where she is.
Now the last 2 that have not pitted, Josh Witherspoon and Roger Sievert again, but they were off cycle here earlier.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 more laps. Now, the only disadvantage for them, and I think if I was them, personally, I would come in right now and I would get my stuff serviced because I'd want to get out there on them fresher tires right away with the group and, take a chance on falling into that back.
I think they are on pit road.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yes, sir. They did come down pit road. I'm trying to pick them up here. Yeah, both of them come in pit road. They can do 4 tires. And when they come out, the rest of that field's going to come around here and they're just going to eat them up. Yeah, Thomas Keene and those, they're coming by right now, as a matter of fact. There they go. They just went by them. But that's still, it's still going to put them in a decent finishing position. Actually, I mean, they're going to be in the top 10. Well maybe.
They may be able to hook up with Nathan Sedlick here.
Yeah. Oh, we got a spin.
Caution.
I just seen that out of the corner of my eye. Eric Lambert.
Oh, no.
Let me go back and see what happened to Eric here. Find a good view here. Not sure exactly what happened to him here.
Right in the middle of the corner. He kind of come up at 99, and he moved out just a little to the right. Galen Gibbon got in his left rear corner and just kind of looped him around. It was just a gentle touch, too.
I know, and I'm seeing that, yeah. Just ever slightly bumped him. Man, that's how much those cars are on the edge with that crappy setup, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's tight, and you got it so much wheel in it. When he pushed the left rear corner of that car up, it just made it bite and spin left.
Well, this is going to change everything. Now, if you're Thomas Keene, do you come to pit road? With 14? Yeah. You do?
Yeah, I probably do. Let me look and see something real quick, because I don't know when they... actually, no, I probably don't, because I only got 2 laps on my tires.
Yeah.
And we've only got 13 to go right now when they get to the line, so no, I probably do not.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
I'm them front 4 or 5, I don't. Now, you want to know who this helped ton? This helps everybody from Nathan Sedlick on back.
Right. Mm-hmm. This is going
And
to...
it put 2 more cars back on the lead lap that this happened right now.
Yep.
Yeah, there's your fate. No going to pit road.
Yeah, this changed everything right here now. This changed everything. That's going to tighten up the whole field. Now, the guys in the back are going to come to pit road. Charles Grant Jr., Josh Witherspoon, which was just on pit road. Steven Pearson, he'll be back on the lead lap. He's on pit road. This is going to be interesting. John Batista.
A late race caution. Putting people back on the lead lap. We went from having like 14. We're probably going to have somewhere around 17 maybe on the lead lap. I'm not positive of that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's going to be 17.
If Andrew Ward is the lucky dog.
I think he already got the lucky dog.
Did he? Yeah, he's hauling it around. Okay,
yeah.
So he's not going to get back on the lead lap this time. But this fuel lapse, and as bad as these cars are on this setup, we might not be done with the cautions.
That is very true. Taking a look at it, this is caution number 2, folks. We've had 15 lead changes. Right now, Thomas Keene has clinched the most laps led. The only other one that would even have come close to him would have been Michael Leiby, and he is out of the race. So, which he led. I'm trying to get to it here. Oh no, I take that back. He's led 36, but Thomas Keene will beat that if he leads a few more laps here. Probably by the time they go back green, he'll be beating Michael Leiby for the most laps led. So, but let's see, we've got everybody else is still in the race, though.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that. Dang it. Well, it's really, really going to shake things up, I promise you, these last few laps, because you're going to have 2 wide restarts. Nobody's going to want to get single file. Everybody's going to want to race for this. These cars are going to move around a bunch. Probably going to have about 7 or 8 laps. It's right about the cars really start getting a little tight, and that outside line is going to have to get it done quick, or they're not going to get it done, I think.
Well, let's set this up here. Keene will be restarting first. Daniel Smallwood second. Zachary Miller third. Dalton England fourth. Nathan Sedlick fifth. Jeff Porter sixth. Randall Drake 7th, Brandon Kreutz 8th, Roger Sievert 9th, and Galen Gidman will round out the top 10.
There's 17 firmed on the lead lap, as Andrew Ward did get back on the lead lap.
Yep. And he stopped and made his pit stop, so he'll have 4 fresh tires. That's good for safety reasons.
Thomas Brenner was on pit road. He got the damage on his car fixed, so he might be able to be a little bit of a factor. He's quite a ways back. I mean, he's going to be about 15th here, but the Josh Witherspoon. This helped Josh. This helped Roger Sievert. I mean, it put these guys for sure right back in this.
Mm-hmm. And Charles Grant Jr., that's another one. Steven Pearson, which was a lap down. So that's, these guys have all gotten a reprieve here on this. So, well, this is going to be an interesting restart. Well, Roger, I'll give you the honors. Get them going here, brother.
Ready. It looks like we're going to have exactly laps to go taking this green flag right here.
Mm-hmm.
So about, 25 miles here to settle. Season opener for Season 8 at IWCR. And the front 5 have been the same 5. The first 5 cars have been the same front 5 that's the last 40 laps.
Yeah.
It gave Nate Sedlick got in the arm right here. It brought him back up to the group because he was about 7 seconds back.
I can't wait to see how this is going to shake out because, man, with this field tightened up like this, whoa, this is going to be an interesting battle here to the end. I talked to Zachary Miller there, and he said the car was just junk out there.
It is not fun to drive. All right, here we go. Pace car is in. Green flag in the air. Restarted. 10 to go. Ooh, the 63 there, Dalton England, gave the 88 a nice little bump. It got him just enough momentum to get down in the hole and get single file right behind Keene. So, and now Jeff Porter's looking to try it again there, but I think that's going to leave England enough room between the 81 and the 99 to not let him get. Yeah, he's going to squeeze in that hole. So now it's up to whether Porter wants to push a 63 and try to make a run on the top side here.
It almost looks
England's
like
been fast all night.
Yeah, he has. Yep. And Porter looks like he wants to go with them. If they could just get, maybe if they could get one more guy up there, Nathan Sedlick could get hooked up with them, the three of them, may be able to motor by these guys. Great run coming off of turn 4.
Yeah, Sedlick's trying to get there. It's just really hard when there's someone not right up behind you to help push you up in there. It really kind of voids that air and gives your car a whole lot more suction power, basically, to pull up on the guy in front of you. Right now, he's just struggling to stay as close as he is. Now he might have something. Now he's close enough to Porter's bumper. Those two pushing the 63 on the outside. The three of them may just go to the front here.
And I'm sure Keene's watching this right now on his relative or in his rearview mirror, one of the two, and watching to see if they do make a run. And I kind of look for, Keene. He'll come up to try to put a block on them.
Well, I remember the end of last season. A couple of blocks he put on didn't work out too good for him and the guy he was blocking.
That's exactly right.
England really, I was going to say, he's trying to get down in that hole, and he does get in front of Zach Miller right there.
Yeah.
Now we're single file to about 7th or 8th place here. Looks like that's Roger Sievert on the outside back there. Got Thomas Brenner on the outside of him, but that's just not going to mount any kind of a charge. We're going to get down here to about 7 to go. They just don't have enough cars in that line. They're not going to do anything. We're single file all the way back for the top, about 12.
And Stephen Pearson in 11th. And it's just so hard. I don't know. Is anybody going to try to get teamed up here and try to make a run for that lead? It just doesn't appear that way right now, does it?
No, and they may have just to the fact this setup just isn't capable of that kind of racing, and you just take what you've got here. If you couldn't get it on the restart, you're not going to get it. You might as well just take your medicine and go home.
Yeah, considering, a lot to consider out there, but considering the setup is trash, the car is so hard to draft anyhow, you just, you think you're right.
Big wreck off 4. That was Witherspoon I saw in the front of that wreck, but I don't know what happened there. Oh, Galen Gibbon, Randall Drake.
Oh, no. Let me go back here and see if I can find what happened here. Witherspoon up on the high side. Yep, right there.
That got Pearson. That got Medling. Witherspoon.
Charles Grant Jr. hit the brakes hard, and Brander was right behind him. Those two get into the outside wall.
Get into the
slightly,
fence.
Yeah. And Randall Drake, boy, look at this here. He's going to go right up in front of Grant Jr., but Charles drops it down below and is going to miss him. But poor Randall, man, up into the wall hard. I think his day is done.
Somebody took a bite out of the Cookie Monster.
Yep, his day is done. All right, well, back up under caution here and taking a look. This is caution number 3, and you were right, Roger. We were going to see another caution. Now, question is, are we done seeing cautions?
No, because we're going to start double file, and guys are going to have to a side draft. The tires have already cycled heat. I don't know if the grip is going to come back to them or not, but
Well,
I don't know. Like I say, let's just see what happens. That's all we can do. I don't think we're done. I think this thing's probably going to finish under caution, which is really unfortunate.
well, I talked to Randall, and I'm going to see if I can't get this up on the iRacing portal for Friday night. So I did talk to him about that. We finally sat down and haggled everything out. I mean, wow, about time after the season started, you know. But we had a pretty good talk tonight, and I think we got everything I think ironed out. So I'm gonna send Jack a message tomorrow morning, and I gotta send him a couple links anyhow for Sunday and Monday's race. So, but I think that would be great because they're truthfully, what they want is they want races up on there around the clock. Well, nobody races late night, you know.
Now, European servers are pretty good, after most of us in America go to bed. So if they could get some European broadcasters, somebody broadcast European races, then they probably could have 24/7 broadcasting on that. No, it's just going to be, somebody's got to do the broadcasting.
They've got some British ones that put up on there, but they're usually around our time slot too, or maybe a little earlier. They're like earlier in the afternoon, our time, So, but
yeah, those overnight for us between about midnight Eastern and about 6, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. our time Eastern, those are going to be the time slots that are going to be really hard for them. So I think the rest of the time they might actually be able to find people broadcasting or that would broadcast right up to that channel. So, I mean, I kind of pay attention to that, and I see, I've almost come semi-familiar with the schedules. I know on Monday night that RSR is on there. I saw tonight that something dog was on there. I see it every Friday. I see a lot of the ones, and I go, oh, yeah, you know what? It must be this night. I kind of started already to recognize it. I think a lot of people get that way. It's familiarity.
Well, it's nothing to get 75, 80 viewers watching, and it gets it out there, and people from all over the world get to tune in and see what the league's all about, and a couple of the leagues that I have broadcasted for up on the portal, that they've actually gotten quite a few people that have kind of like an influx of people wanting to join their leagues because they watch and see how good the racing is and how intense it is, and they want to be part of that, so it's really a good thing.
You gotta watch out now. Here you've got out front. Smallwood's going to be on his outside. Dalton England, who's been pretty quick all night, is going to be starting third. Zach Miller's going to be kind of hung out on the outside. But Jeff Porter, who got real racy there at the end, is going to be starting on the inside line in the 5th position with Nathan Sedlick. And guess who is going to restart in the 7th position?
Stephen Pearson.
Mr. B there at the end.
That's right. Boy, that name's just kind of stuck with him, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah, and he doesn't mind that moniker. He really doesn't. Josh Witherspoon's going to be right behind him, Galen Gidman, and John Batista. So in that wreck, 3 of the cars involved in that wreck are going to start inside the top 10 on this final restart right here. We should get it right here. We should have a green-white checker.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Yep. There they are. The lights are out. The green-white checkered. This is what every league dreams about, is having a green-white checkered to finish a race out. So we're going to see it right now. Because once they get the green, unless a caution comes out right away, they're going to come around and get the white flag, and it's going to be over. If anybody wrecks, oh well, no caution.
Well, it's going to be, wide for those 2 laps, and there's going to be some side drafting. Won't be surprised if we see a little bumping and grinding. Just hard racing. I mean, we might as well be at Martinsville right now.
Yep. All right, coming to the line, going to be 2 to go, folks. Boy, this is when it's going to get good. And just knowing that, it's so hard to pass with these cars, and you got to have a teammate to go with you. And a lot of the teammates are split up. Some of them are together. Some of them are split up. Looking for your teammate. It's every man for himself right now. You just gotta hope and pray for the best. We're about to get them going here. Pace cars in, and green.
81 to 88, pushing just a little bit. But they got separated, and that's going to help Keen get out front. I think Keen's got this pretty much locked up unless those 4 on the inside don't get together. Those 4 on the outside were pretty close. These cars just dancing around. This is going to get really exciting this last lap if they stay this close together. Something's wrong with Pearson's car. He's on the 8, slowing down, letting everybody go by. So, he must have had more damage than we let on. That or it let go. The engine let go.
Oh, no. Well, Smallwood out front.
Smallwood got pushed around from Zach Miller, and he just dumped him off, said thank you, goodbye.
And this is the first time he's been out front today, and he will lead this lap. And that's the first lap of the race that Daniel Smallwood has led. White flag.
He wants to lead the next one.
White flag in the air. Is Keen going to try to push him to victory lane, or is he going to pass him coming out of turn 4?
Oh, I know what I would do here, but I won't say until the race is pretty much decided. I know exactly what I would do right here.
Well, Smallwood's trying to make that car 30 feet wide right now. Keen, man, that was close.
Yeah, that was the mistake that he didn't need to make. He could have got around him, I promise you. And what he needed to do is get locked on his bumper and just push him down into turn 3. It wouldn't have wrecked him. It would have just shoved him up the hill, and you can cut it underneath him.
Well, here we go. Keen to the bottom, and he's going to come up into him, but Daniel Smallwood is going to win it. Holy smokes, and it's not over yet. These guys still beating and banging on each other. Well, that was one heck of a finish for the season opener, I can tell you that, man. That was really great. So I'm trying to find a good... There we go. All right, I'm going to rewind us back just a little bit here as they were coming to the line. This is where they were coming to the line, and Keen actually dove it to the bottom. Keen actually dove it right down to the bottom here and tried to make a run on the inside below the yellow line, which I know a lot of leagues kind of frown on that, but apparently that's legal here.
You can't. No, if he would have passed, he would have been disqualified. You can't go below the yellow line to advance your position, even on the last lap. He just didn't advance his position.
Yeah. So right there at the line, it looked like Daniel Smallwood will win the season opener. Good job.
Congratulations to him.
All right, let me get him up here.
Yep.
What the heck are they? There he is. Daniel Smallwood, you got a copy?
Yes, I do, Rudy.
Wow, congratulations on the winner of the season opener here at IWCR. Tell me about your racing in them last few laps.
I don't know. I mean, I just had Zach on the outside, and he pushed me clear, and he was okay with me going down. So I went down, and I just had to hold off Keen. And I didn't want to have to try to block my teammate, but it's for the Daytona 500, and I just had to do what I had to do.
Well, you did a heck of a job. I don't know where Dalton England is. I don't see him in here. I don't know. Anyhow, well, congrats on your win. Anyhow, boy, I'll tell you what, Keen tried to drop down below that yellow line, and I know some leagues kind of frown on that, but what would have happened if he would have got such a run that he could have got by you?
I don't know, but I mean, he probably could have got me, but I don't know. I don't know if Randall will allow that or not.
Well, it was one heck of a race. You never led a lap until them last 2 laps. And were you starting to think that maybe you just weren't going to be able to get that bonus point?
Well, I knew once we had the last restart with me and Zach on the outside, we had something. I knew Dalton was going to keep on Keen. I knew Keen didn't wanted to get us a 1, 2, 3 finish, but we had to dump off Zach, which I hated to do with him being my teammate, but we got us a 1, 2 finish.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you hate to do that to your teammate. Well, you started 15th today. Bring it to victory lane. Anybody you want to thank tonight, Daniel?
I gotta give a big shout out to Michael Gonzalez. He painted my paint scheme and he spotted me all night. He helped me get through the pack. I gotta thank Keen, Yuri, Zachary Miller, Calvin Troy, John Batista, and Charles Grant Jr. And I want to give a shout out to my fans and my mom and dad. This is a great Christmas present.
Well, I heard that you signed up for pro or something.
I'm gonna try to run pro for next year.
Wow. Okay. Very good. All right. Well, congrats. Go celebrate. Well-deserved win here tonight.
Yeah, thank you. We just won Daytona 500.
That's right, baby. All right. Charles Grant, I'm sorry, Thomas Keene, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Well, tell me about your racing out there tonight, Thomas, because you did lead the most laps tonight with 43 laps.
Oh, damn. I'd take it almost half the race. I'll take it. But it was fun, though. I mean, besides getting screwed over there on that first caution during the pit stops, that kind of, killed us, I thought. But we came charging right back up to that pack. We made it 3 wide for the lead there. So, I thought that was a pretty cool, moment of the race. Us three know how to work that outside. And I don't know what it was, but if you can get that outside working and you know where you have to lay off and where you have to get back on the gas, you could easily charge and easily make that outside work with only 3 cars compared to 20, which I thought. Other people will highly disagree with that, but it was us 3 mostly on that charge back up to the front, and we charged right back up there, and then I didn't want to see that last caution come out because I knew me, Smallwood, and Miller, we had a tic-tac-toe, we had everything going, and that caution came out. It kind of separated us, and I wanted to go. I was planning on going on green, and on coming to the green there on the backstretch, we changed it to the pace car. I wanted Smallwood to hopefully get behind me, try to cut off the 63 or anyone else from passing us. And I didn't mind with Smallwood. I don't care if he passed me for the win there off 4. I just wanted us to make sure it was going to be one of us 3 going to get the win between us, Smallwood, and Miller. And I'm happy for Smallwood. He deserved it. He came so close last year. He got screwed over, and then we were trying to get our first win. We got screwed over last year as well. But, this is great, though, to come back to finish second. It's really hard to win at Daytona, especially how bad the setup was. So I'll take it. We'll go on here in 2 weeks after Christmas break here. We'll try, hopefully, go back at it again.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I heard the setup was really bad tonight. So a lot of people saying it was pushy. When you stopped for pit, you took 4 tires. Nobody was able to do 2.
Yeah, it was really tight, and you had to tell you the truth. You had to, if you wanted to save your tires, you had to arc it. Like you had to drive like you were driving a mile and a half. To tell you the truth, you had to arc it into the turns, arc it out. So it was really interesting. It had like a mile and a half twist to it, but it was really fun though. I mean, you also had the packs, that drafting, and you also had some great runs, especially off turn 4.
Right.
So that's what I was trying to get off Smallwood there, try to get him on the outside, and then I knew I had nothing for him once. I couldn't go nowhere, so I was just trying to make something out of it.
Yeah. All right, well, congrats on second place and leading most laps tonight. Coming home second place, Thomas Keene. Congrats, Thomas.
Thanks, man. I just had to give a quick shout-out to my good Lord God and Savior, Jesus Christ, Rudy. He helped me out tonight, helped me to drive the setup. Gotta give a big shout-out to everyone there at Checkers and Wreckers. Daniel, congrats on your 250, man. I know you wanted it last season, and you got this, man. Congrats. Thanks to Zachary Miller for sticking with us there, and gotta give a big shout out to Calvin Troy for spotting me there tonight. Gotta give big thanks to John Batista, Charles Grant Jr., Michael Gonzalez for helping Smallwood out, great spotter, and I cannot forget everyone out there at Lockdown Racing, John Reed Foley, Logan Sheets, Patrick Crabtree, Galen Gidman, and Justin Warner, great bunch of guys. Everyone I'm around is really great to be around. I'm happy I'm with them, and try to go out for that win tomorrow and go for a 3P in the Truck Series.
All right, man. All right, well, thanks for talking with us.
All right, thank you there, Rudy.
All right, Dalton England, you got a copy.
I got you, Rudy.
Well, you come in third tonight. You stayed in that top 5 pretty much all day long. You got separated from your partner there. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult this season running and not having a teammate in the Cup Series. But I'm going to try to do the best I can with it. Luckily, I believe this is the only super speedway on the schedule, so got that out of the way. Now it's the rest of the races. Me and Mike, we were working really well together. I really thought the race would stay green till around our 3rd or 4th pit stop. We had an advantage, but didn't really turn out the same way. I think somebody got loose coming off pit road and onto the track. The setup was just really horrendous tonight. It's really hard to get a handle of because some guys had 4 tires on and some thought taking 2 tires was going to work, and they found out it didn't. So it really made it difficult throughout the traffic, but overall I had fun.
Well, that's all that matters, but good way to start out the season, though. A 3rd place finish going to kind of boost you into points a little bit. You did get a bonus point for leading a lap tonight, so that'll add up a little bit. And I'm the way I'm looking at it here, I'm saying you're probably 3rd in the points right now after tonight. So not a bad place to be.
Yeah, not at all. It's a great way to start off the season, considering this is my first time running the Cup side of IWCR. I've had a lot of fun on the trucks over the past season and season before that. I've had a lot of fun in that, and to now step up into the Cup and trucks and try to run full time and see what we can come away with. It's going to be difficult, but like I said, I believe I can do something by myself. It's been done before in other leagues I've run in, so I got no question about it. I got a few good tracks coming up. Las Vegas in 2 weeks for Cup, Atlanta in 2 weeks or so, something like that for trucks, Daytona tomorrow night. It should be a lot of fun. I'm just looking forward to getting the season kicked off. Really, I like Daytona, but I like to get to a track where it necessarily requires more, don't want to use this word, but more talent. Just super speedways really aggravate me with the racing.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yep. All right, well, thanks for talking with us. And anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank you, Rudy, for this on. It's always a blast to go back and watch the broadcast in the next few days. Just hanging around the house and want something to do, go watch the race that I ran in. So it's a lot of fun. I want to thank Randall, everybody that admins here. It's been a lot of fun running. Hopefully, we'll see what I can do here in the remainder of the season. Right now, I don't really have anybody to thank. I have a sponsor on my car for the remainder of the Cup Series. Besides tonight with the Jeff Gordon theme, I really liked running that scheme, but I have another one. It's got Dragon Tech. Check them out. Really good paint schemes. There's a few drivers in pro with those schemes, and they're pretty good looking. Just hit up John Dragonetti, and he can get you hooked up. Other than that, I got nothing to say. Thank you for putting this on, and I hope to see you all tomorrow night.
All right. Well, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yep, see you in 2 weeks.
All right. Okay, folks, let's run down through the results here real quick. Daniel Smallwood coming home the winner here tonight, leading the last 2 laps of the race. Did not lead until then. Thomas Keene, with the most laps led tonight, will come home second, trying to make that last lap pass there, dropping it below the yellow line, coming to the start-finish line, but didn't quite have enough horses under the hood to do it. Dalton England coming home third. Nathan Sedlick with the 4th place finish. Zachary Miller 5th. Jeffrey Porter 6th. John Batista 7th. Thomas Brandner 8th. Sean Medling 9th. Roger Sievert 10th. Andrew Ward coming home 11th. Josh Witherspoon 12th. Jeff Figlin actually back on the lead lap. That was cool. Making it 13th. Charles Grant Jr. 14th. Galen Gidman 15th. And Stephen Pearson 16th. From what I understand, his engine let go or something there right toward the end. But Paul Crumry finishing a lap down. First one to finish one or more laps down. Finishing 17th. Nick Hunt 18th. Kevin Spaulding 19th. Eric Lambert 20th. Jordan Churchill 21st. Randall Drake 22nd. Brandon Kreutz 23rd, Ross Cato 24th, Mike Vining 25th, Evan Schroeder 26th, Michael Leiby 27th. That was our pole setter. Roger Wagner getting involved in some wreckage there. He was started on the outside of the front row, finishing 28th. Justin Warner 29th, Travis Brown 30th, DeAndre Artis 31st, John Berta 32nd, and Tony DeGennaro rounding out the field in 33rd position. Again, congratulations to our winner here tonight, Daniel Smallwood. Thanks for tuning in here tonight, folks, at IWCR, and we will see you back here in 2 weeks. But check us out. Sunday night we'll be here with the SRA Truck Series. Until then, folks, stay safe and have a good night.